Hey everybody, welcome back to Gooseberry Homestead. We're in the greenhouse. Things are popping up in the dirt. It is fun, great times here in the greenhouse. Today it is cloudy, forecasted for rain, but today it decided to go against what the fun was telling me. So we're have partial cloudy day and the sun is out. Feels so good coming into the greenhouse. We've got about 71 degrees in the greenhouse, so that is about, I'm wanting to say, I'm looking at the Celsius on here for my UK and other world, part of the world Celsius fans. It looks like possibly 22 Celsius in here. So yeah, I don't know anything about the Celsius stuff. Sorry guys, but I'm trying. Hey, there's that. So anyways, let's take a look here at what I've got going on in the containers, sprouting trays. So I planted on the side, you guys remember we did the candy corn from here over. I still have the little papers in some of them. Some of my stuff isn't labeled, but from over on this section over to here, I believe, I have sugar beets. Those are coming up and I'm so excited to let you guys know that. So actually there's more coming up today. So I've got one here and here. I had 7 yesterday. So it looks like we've got close to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 now. So that's really exciting. Things are moving over here with the candy corn. I'm seeing them at the top here a little bit. Could be that the water moved the dirt off of them. Could be they might be growing roots because corn likes to like push its way through. And sometimes it pops up out of the ground a little bit when the roots come on. So looking down here, let's see, nothing was happening down here yesterday, but you never know, something might be happening today. So I'm gonna scan over with you guys here. Just kind of look. And I'm not seeing anything, but that doesn't mean that something's about to come up. I could come back out here this evening and there could be a seedling. When the greenhouse flew over, these babies right here ended up in this pot. So these look like tomatoes to me. Could be a couple different types of tomatoes. We'll have to just watch and see, you guys. Then I've got in this pot, I've planted one of my onion sets because I had an extra one out here, so it had fallen on the ground, so I popped it in this pot. And I just put it in the middle of some cinnamon basil that I planted in here. So we're just waiting on the cinnamon basil to germinate. Then coming over here, I'm just kind of scanning over. Now this one has the watermelons and the popcorn planted in it and some other things. I don't remember what they were, but I have got a video somewhere that lets me know what I planted, and I should probably review that video and get some markers in there so I kind of know what's there. So we know when it comes up, I'll be excited. I'm like, there's something green, yay! And then we're like, we don't know what it is, but it's there. Down here, we do have some Victoria rhubarb coming up. Don't know what to do with rhubarb. I am planning on planting it into some of my pots with my trees, just so that it's kind of in a more established area, because with rhubarb, you do harvest on it after a few years. So I want to keep it in a pot that's not going to be getting moved around. Don't know if the bunny rabbits like it or not, so they might dig it up just like they're digging up my lily bulbs, my stargazer lily bobs. They dug up my stargazer lily bulbs, that is. I am having a moment. Out of my pink lemonade blueberry pot. And they had jumped up into the pot, moved the dirt. The dirt didn't leave the pot, and they ate the bulbs. Yeah, I did not know that rabbits liked flower bulbs, but apparently they do. So yeah, I had to go and get another stargazer lily bulbs yesterday, and I planted them in with my irises in the container by my front door. So a little less activity out on the front area. So down here we've got a carnival squash, something else, don't know what it is. Could be nesting pepper, could be could be anything, you guys. I don't think it's a tomato though. I don't think it's a tomato. I think it might be a pepper. So it might be the nesting pepper that I got from that person in the UK. if it is that, because the other seeds they sent me were not garlic seeds. So there's no telling. But yes, I do have some St. Victoria rhubarb that has popped up. So that is happening in here. So I'm excited for that. I'll probably share some of those. I'm not going to need all that much rhubarb. Probably keep myself maybe just enough to put in and around my one of my trees, and then the rest of it I'll probably end up giving away, and possibly even selling like maybe a couple of them, because I don't want to make a big profit here. I just want to support my habits. So if I can buy a bag of dirt, I'm happy girl. Okay, so right here is the lemon verbena, and you guys can see how well it's coming back. Does look like some of it's dying right here. I don't know why. It's looking kind of sad, so it looks like this part might be dying. Don't know what happened with that one, but that's okay. I still have plenty of healthy parts. I can cut that off and stick it in the ground, and it might still root. So there's something going on. I don't know. But I will be definitely taking a look at that. It should not be dead like this, where it's dying right now. It just started putting that green on, so that something happened. I'm still hoping that my Crandall currant starts will start, but I don't know. This is my honey tangerine, and I brought it outside because it was looking like it needed sun. And it's been out here, and it looks like I've got a little bit of die off on this leaf. I'm going to go ahead and pinch it off. There, see? Something kind of weird. Guys, ignore my kindergartner painted fingernails. I don't know how to paint my fingernails. I like to paint the skin. It's fun, you know? Hey. So yeah, so we got a little bit of die off on the top, which is not surprising to me. And then, yeah, the leaves look kind of yellow. You guys, if you have any tips, let me know on how to get it to not look so yellow. But I decided it needed to be out here in the greenhouse. So next year it'll remain in the greenhouse during the winter months, and we'll see how it does. I had it indoors, and then it started doing this. So, but it does have a lot of new growth coming on, so that's cool. Here's how my avocado is looking. Again, it overwintered in the greenhouse with freezing dirt, and it's growing. You guys, it had the root and everything down in the ground, and it survived the winter in the greenhouse with the frozen dirt in the greenhouse, okay, in a 7B growing zone. So the seed survived, the root survived. Just saying, I'm gonna keep it in my greenhouse. So there's that. And then we've already looked at this pot just now. This is my pink grapefruit tree. The lemon tree didn't make it through the winter, and neither did my other avocado that I took indoors. Back here is my hydrangea bush from the roots. I separated it out and have them in different areas now of the yard. I do think I've got some St. Victor leeks possibly that I had dropped a couple seeds, so I might have some St. Victor leeks popped up in here. I've got some other things that are popping up. See here, this looks like it might be a St. Victor also. Not sure. So I'm hoping, but I do have tomatoes. They're getting a little bit bigger. They're getting their next leaves coming on now finally. So I've got tomatoes. Could be the sweeties, could be, I can't remember what I had planted. I'd have to go back and look at my past videos, but I do have those coming up. I still have the carnival squashes in there. Up here's how it's looking. I've had a couple more carnival squashes break through, and then other starts. And I watered yesterday evening, so everything's looking good. Looks like another little, like, it almost looks like grass, but I'm afraid to pull them out because they might be St. Victor leeks, you guys. Here's another one right here, which I'm just noticing today. These were not here yesterday, these little sprouts here. So I'm praying to God that they are the St. Victor leeks that have somehow got jostled about when I was doing stuff. I've got sprouts coming up, so definitely tomatoes in this one. And it looks like the pepper seeds are starting to germinate too, possibly. And then a whole lot of the carnival squashes. Over here, I think these are a bell pepper of some sort. Don't know exactly. And then tomatoes, more tomatoes. And then this was the pot that I had the red dragon arugula, you guys. So, and then I do have another two squashes in here Got one right here where my finger's at. And it doesn't look like it's doing so great. And then one here, but I've got plenty, so I'm not worried, you guys. Then in here, this is the fun tray. I have golden beets coming up over on this side now because that's where I had the chestnuts before. And so I've planted the golden beets. Nothing on the front of the Enjoya peppers. Might try to start these on a paper towel as well indoors because I still have some more seeds. But again, this pepper was imported from Holland and it most likely was radiated to kill any insects or whatever that they say might be on them. I think it's a little baloney, and I think it probably, they're just trying to kill the seed so people can't grow anything here in the United States. That's my thought process on it, but yeah, whatever. So this right here, we've got early jalapenos. We've got 2 that's come up here. It looks like now that I can see one here coming up. So the early jalapeno, that's really exciting. Nothing on Top Girl yet. Nothing on Tabasco yet. I'm looking. Nothing on Long Cayenne. So it's taking a little bit longer for the hot peppers to come up. But the early jalapeno, I'm not surprised by those coming up a little bit early because, hey, they say early. So there's that. I got a ton of yellow pear tomato seedlings. And so that means I need to do some separating here soon because they're kind of crowded. They're kind of crowded a lot. There's even one hiding back in here. Look at that. So that's kind of exciting. And then I've got a pear. This is a tomato here too. I managed to get into this. Oh, awesome. This is a new one today. It looks like some more. I do believe this is probably going to be a mini eggplant, but we'll just have to watch it, you guys, and see. Because this is the eggplant row, but this is definitely not an eggplant because it doesn't look anything like these ones. So that's how that's looking. In this pot, you guys, I planted that echinacea seeds. It took about a week for them to come up, so to start germinating. So they are showing their heads. I've got little echinacea plants. I will also be planting a few of these plants around some of my tree pots because, again, echinacea is another one of those items that you need to harvest throughout time. So there is that. So that's what I'm planning to do there. Now I had my other pot up here for my other video where I showed you guys the blueberry starts and the possible red currants, where I was asking if anybody knew if those were red currants or not. So that's why I said we'd already taken a look at that at the beginning of the video, but I forgot that that was a different video. So anyways, I had that up here so I could see better with you guys, and then I had moved these down, and these are some zucchinis, different ones, little round ones and the other kind. And then this right here, you guys, my double gold raspberry I believe died, but I believe this was from the double gold raspberry leaf pot, and I had put the roots into here, and I had somehow they managed to make it into the greenhouse. And so I have this little bit here, and if I look at the back side, generally it's like a white color, but this one's more, I don't know, it could be a blackberry, you guys. But I'm hoping it's a double gold. So I'm not gonna rush out and replace that raspberry plant anytime soon. I'm gonna wait and see what this produces in the future, and if it produces blackberries, then I'll know. If it produces the double gold raspberries, then I'll know. So I still have about 4 different raspberry plants out by my fence, and I'm happy with the amount that I have, so I'm not gonna go and, you know, replace it. So there's that. All right, so let's take a look here. These are my bunching onions and the fake garlics. Okay, you guys, look at these leaves. Anybody tell me what on earth these are? I have no clue. They taste good. They kind of taste like a radish, but they don't really seem like they're developing a radish bottom. So I have no clue. None whatsoever. And then I have this back here. I think that's a St. Victor leek. I was kind of upset because I didn't think anything had germinated, but I have a feeling this might be my leek, one of my leeks. So I planted all those seeds in here, like a couple hundred it seemed like, and some of them fell into other areas. So I'm praying to God that I did get a couple leeks growing in my trays mysteriously. Maybe me dropping them that day I was planting, maybe that was God saying, I've got you covered, girl. So yeah, so down here I've got gooseberries, and this one is forming roots, and you guys, it's got berries on it. So I'm going to be taking a look at my gooseberries today and bringing the ones that have some berries formed on them to an area in my greenhouse where I can keep a little bit better eye on them and just kind of, you know, sort them. So yeah, so there's that. And then let's see here. I spin you guys around and make you sick. So yeah, we've pretty much covered everything. And then on this side, I have some branches in here that are from one of my, I can't remember what it's from. It might be from my European, no, it's not a European cherry plum. It's probably from that apricot tree that I butchered. So I stuck those in the ground. They may or may not root. They may just, you know, leaf out and then die. That's been my typical thing that happens with me. So down here I've got some golden berries that are getting established and getting hardened in the greenhouse, and I'll be offering these up for sale in the future. And then over here I've got an apple tree. Again, I still have not looked up to see, but it's like some sort of dragon name, and I'm gonna look it up again, but my tag's pretty much gonzo. And then I have apple tree, some from some, what do you call them, some Honeycrisp apple seeds that I planted. And again, you guys, master gardeners, be nice to me. I know that they are not true to seed, okay? I know that my apple trees that I've grown from seed are not true to seed. I get this. I'm growing them for the fun of it. Sometimes, you guys, you'll get a new creation, and the fruit may be amazing, or it may not be good at all. And if it's not good, then don't keep it. I'm planning to keep my stuff in container pots until I know what it tastes like. And if it tastes great, you guys, guess what? I'm going to keep it. So, and if it doesn't taste good, I won't keep it. All depends on the tree. I do have that one crabapple tree that I'm growing, and I know it's a crabapple. I'm okay with it being a crabapple. And it has those really pretty bronze leaves, and it's more of an ornamental tree. So I love that. I love that I got one that actually looks like a crabapple. And you can definitely tell that it's a crabapple. I believe that the other one that turned out to have green leaves from the same apple, or from the same apple batch that I had, I have a feeling that one probably is also a crabapple. And the majority of my apples that I've grown from seed probably are crabapples. Who knows? We don't know what we got yet, but with time we will find out, and that's all the fun of it. So anyways, you guys, that's pretty much it for the day. Everything's looking good. Things are dying, things are living, things are sprouting. It's all a journey, and it's all fun. So comment, like, and subscribe, and click that bell button. As always, you guys have a wonderful day, and God bless. Bye.